Hello there. Thank you for joining me again today. I'm Dave, the Fugly Vapor, and today we'll have a look at that, which is going to be kind of familiar to some of you and not to others. It is, as it says on the screen there, the Velocity RDTA, which is basically a velocity dripper with a little 2.5 mil tank on the bottom. So anyway, I'll go down and show you what's in the box, and I'll put some wick in it, fill it out and stuff, take all the bits, come back up, vape it, give you my final thoughts, what pros and cons. So I'll see you on the desk in just a sec. Come on then, let's go. There we have it. There's the box, what it do come in. Velocity RDTA there, Ivogo there, so the RDTA there, and Ivogo there. And on the back, we've got a little bit of stuff, which you can pause and read at your leisure, because I'm not going to waste your time going through all that. So, obviously that comes in the box, like so. No shit, Sherlock. It also comes with a wide bore drip tip, as you can probably see there. It's fitted with a 510 adapter, which I'm going to take out for the purpose of the exercise and run with that big bugger, I think. So there's your 510 adapter, and there's a spare glass, and then underneath that little bit we have very well jammed in, bit of foam, and then we've got a bag of goodies. We've got some O-rings, an Allen key, and some grub screws. So that's nothing new. Now, I have reviewed my Velocity. There'll be a pop-up for you in a second. Excuse me. Should you want to compare, but basically it's a Velocity RDA with a tank on the bottom. Now this is by Ivogo, and if I just take it all to pieces so you can see what's what. There's your airflow control ring, there is your main barrel, getting bits up there for you, and then there's your deck, which you can see is yeah, those holes look quite big on the camera, but actually quite small. So there are several ways to do this, to wick it and to fill it and stuff. I'm not going to take those coils off there because I've just not long put them on, but I think most people know by now how to coil up a Velocity style deck. If you don't, there are several videos on YouTube for how to coil or build on a Velocity deck. So we've got positive post, negative post, 2 holes in each, so it's only possible to do dual coil on this. There are no single coil options. To take it completely apart, just below the O-rings there and on top of the tank, there's a ring. You've got a retaining ring. So if you unscrew the ring like so, and the threads are pretty damn good. If I go do some good stuff, I have to say. I've got a few bits and pieces from them. And you just give your glass a wiggle. And it should, famous last words, should pop off. Okay, just gonna, maybe I'll put a little bit of residual e-liquid on there. Maybe on my fingers too. Right, so it's wants to be a bitch, huh? This has been coming off absolutely fine. Oh God. Turn the camera on, it all goes peak tongue. Oh God. Come on, you bloody thing. I will get this glass off here. Like I say, it's been coming off absolute breeze. No problem. In fact, I almost thought it was on too loose. Right, loosen it up a little bit. So, there you go. 2 decent O-rings on it. So you can get inside and clean all the bits and pieces up. So, now, on the bottom, basically, you've just got your Ivogo design with the serial number. There are several ways to wick this. One of which is to wick it now with the glass off, pull your wicks down and trim them off and whatever, and then slide your glass back on. What I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do this one, the way I found it works out for me, so you put your glass back on your body, and then slip your retaining ring on, being careful not to force the thread because that's only a very thin piece of metal. So that's holding that on like that. So there we have the deck. Now I've got, these are 2 8-wrap 0.5mm cancel, coming out at, eyes fugly, eyes, coming out at 0.44. I have got them, well they were, pretty much bedded in and blowing evenly. Having said that, even that's not going to work now. Okay, fair enough. Okay, where's me? Just check these screws. I suspect that maybe we've got screws not, come out you bitch. Screws working their way loose maybe. Possibly why that's taking a while to blow up. Nope. Fantastic. Super. Back in a sec, folks. Right, yeah. Sorry about that. I suppose it worked out better in the end for you because that coil has obviously failed for whatever reason. I tried several things, it wouldn't happen. So I've done another one. It's an 8-wrap 0.5. Just for those of you who have never seen a Velocity deck being coiled, and I can't think there's anybody out there, but we'll do it anyway. Let's crack on. Now, I think what I'm going to do at this stage is fill my tank up because I'm going to use the holes that are there, not that little one. That little one there is supposed to be, that one there is designated as a fill hole, but unless you've got a syringe or a very tiny pipette or a very, very tiny needle nose bottle, it's a bitch to get into. So they're much bigger, well not massive, but they're much bigger than that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my tank up now, or at least put some juice in my tank anyway. If I don't fill it up, I'll put some juice in it. I'll always top it up in a bit. So that'll do me for the time being, just to get us started. Now I'll put this coil in, if I could find it. Right, so standard velocity type jobby, bottom leg in, top leg in, blah blah blah. Get me doodah, where's me doodah? There it is, fugly. Okay, so get that in there, like so. And crank the screws down. Come out, you bugger. So that's really as hard as it gets. That's the beauty of the velocity deck. I mean, there's so many people doing velocity decks now, because they are so user friendly. They're newbie friendly. They're just vapor friendly, basically. Anybody who builds of any description, it's great to build on a velocity deck because they are pretty easy. I mean, I've got a number of velocity decks and I like them, but I also like a challenge to do something different. Sometimes it's nice to push yourself a little bit, or I think so anyway. You just excuse me, so we're back in a second. If I'm just up close and I can't do it on camera. I need to get it up under my eyes just to get it. Right, so I just have to bend that leg round so I can get the cotton in there in a minute or three. So what's that coming out at? 0.7 for now. I'm sure that'll change in a minute. We just chop these legs off. Bish bosh. There we go. That's that done. So let's get them bedded. I think I might have miscounted the wraps. It's a bit of a pain in the dong, but I'm not going to take it off now. Sod it. Right. Okay. I shall get some cotton out. I'm going to be using today some native wicks. Because the thing with these is, although it's a 3.5mm diameter coil, you need to trim the wicks off at the ends, the bits that go into the tank. Otherwise, you'll end up just choking the juice up. So, find this native wick stuff and things like it better for this kind of thing because it's slightly more forgiving than Japanese organic cotton, because you can just tease off little bits as you need it and shape it into the shape you need. I'll just take a piece off that end. That'll be one end, and then take a little piece off this end. Still got a fair bit in the middle. So we've got more in the middle than we've got on the outside, which is what we want. So it's nice and snug inside the coil. Now I'm going to use my little cotton hook for this. Now, so there's several ways of doing this. You can either pre-cut, pre-measure your cotton. I'm going to go to about there. Chop it off to about there. And then take your little hooky thingy and drop that into that hole. There you go. Bosh. One in. So if you're happy with this, leaving the glass off and putting your wicks in with the glass off, sorting your wicks out, and then trimming up after that, well, again, there is no hard and fast rule. No right or wrong way. It's just individual taste, preference. So let's just get this one in here. Come on, boy. There you go. Some use screwdrivers. I also use these fine bent nose tweezers for doing the same job. Whatever you've got, a pin, pair of pliers, pair of tweezers, cotton hook, screwdriver, whatever works. Now with these Velocity decks, I like to try and get my coils halfway between the direct airflow and the indirect airflow. That's somewhere about there. You can see we're somewhere about halfway between the two. So it'll work. So cotton, again, you can have as much cotton down in the well as you want. And do the same for the other side. Take a piece off. Taper it out at the ends. Take the straggly bits off. I like it because you can separate the fibres and move them about a bit. Excuse me. So banging through there, bish bosh. Take that bit off there. Let's put him through. Right. Let's get cotton in. Now, so I mean that fill hole, I can get in with that nozzle, but only because it's very, very fine. Your normal bottles probably won't have a nozzle as fine as that. But you can, wick it how you want to wick it. You can dump it in the middle if you want, and it just find its own way. But let's get on. So we then put, now, points to note, on this deck, let's just put my cotton away before it falls on the floor or something stupid, the way it's going today. The deck there is a little notch, you can see it, a little lug there. and then inside the barrel, just there, is a corresponding notch. So the idea is to get that notch to sit on that lug like that. That then fixes your barrel. Then you can stick your top cap on with your airflow control ring, if you will. I'm going to start this off just on direct airflow, because you have got the choice of indirect airflow alone, or with direct airflow, or just direct airflow, whichever you want. So move all this crap out of here, and we'll go back up top with the vape and my final thoughts. So I'll see you up top in just a second. Right, guys. So we just rinse my throat out. There is the Velocity RDTA by Ivogo with just the top indirect airflow open. Point. Give me glasses on and see what it is. It is 0.0. Oh shit. Right, 0.4. Give me that now. 0.4, and I've got, as I said, just the six little indirect air holes open there. There. 45.6 watts. Now, if I just crack open the direct airflow, just so it's starting to appear. There we go. And that's just the direct airflow, just cranked open very slowly. No indirect airflow. Nothing wrong with that at 45.6 watts. I'm going to crank that open to about halfway and open the indirect airflows. Get a little bit of a smiley face going on. Just there. Right. Still 45.6 watts. Plenty of vapor. I'm going to crank it up to 56.7. In fact, 67.8, which is 5.21 volts. Open up a bit. Slightly more of a smiley face on it. Clouds for proverbial, and the flavour is still very good. Plus points. It's if you are used to building on velocity decks, that's okay. I don't think the holes are big enough, but so they couldn't make it much bigger. Now the specs will tell you it's 23 mil or 22 mil, depending on where you look. I got this from GearBest. They say it's 22 mil at the base. It's not. It's 23 mil at the base, 22 mil at the base, 22 mil the main body. It's 43.15 millimeters from the base of the 510 to the top of the 510 adapter. And it's 47.17 from the top of your mod. So from there to the top of there, it's 47.17 millimeters. And it weighs 51 grams. And it's, I suppose you'd say it's a velocity deck with the added, or velocity dripper with the added benefit of having a 2.5 ml tank on it. So you're not dripping quite as often. But I did find with my original velocity clone, that one there, the juice well is pretty deep. So I won't say get 2.5 ml juice in it, but you know, I just have a problem with it. I suppose if you get the old school would say if you're going to be dripping, then drip. Don't use a tank, just drip. That's the whole point of it. But it can be a pain in the arse if you drip all the time. So yeah, that is the Velocity RDTA from Ivogo. I'll put the links in the description for the airbest, and anywhere else in the UK you can get it. I haven't looked, but I'll do a Google search and I'll get the first one up in the description I can find. So yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching as always. I hope you've enjoyed the video and got something out of it. If you've liked it, leave me a like down there. Leave me a comment, would be great. If you've got one, or if you're thinking of getting one, or you've got a question about it that I haven't covered, then let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, either up there or down there. And then as I bring out more stuff, and I've got a lot of hardware to do, a lot of juices to do, you'll get notified and you can see what I'm doing. So, with all that said and done, I shall bid you a good day. Have yourselves a good day. More importantly, have yourselves a damn good vape. And I'll see you guys in the next one.